Ahoy, friends. It's me, Dave Landau. After a long night on stage, I like to kick back with a captain's hat and a fine cigar and watch the Dennis and Andy show. These guys are huge nerds, but they're the kind that you actually want to hang out with. Enjoy them. I do. Ahoy! It's Dave Landau, and you're watching Andy Smith, the coolest comic book creator around. Just ask his mom. I have. All hail Comicsgate. Bam! Bam! Bam!
But hello, everybody. A little tension, a little dramatic tension to build up to us. And when I say us, I mean me, your host with the most, Andy Smith, 31-year veteran of the comic book industry, and my partner in crime, the Ninja Turner himself, shooting up the gang signs, wanting to get us banned off of YouTube, throwing up gang signs. Good Lord, Dennis, when will you learn?
We'll learn. What do you mean? I knew AJ was going to be here, and Randy's here, and Chad's here. We got people on already, and we're not even supposed to be on.
I know. We just decided. We saw a couple movies over the weekend. We saw this DC stuff blowing up with Kyle Rayner, and we're like, let's do a live stream, because tomorrow on the Dennis and Andy show, we've got Michael Bancroft, creator of The Lucent, joining us all the way from down under. Crikey! He's going to be up rather early because we're doing it at 5 p.m. our time, which I believe is probably around 5 a.m. or so his time. Crikey! That's early. So, hold on, let me see here. AJ says, pin this link to the top, Smith. Sign up for Core Draft now. I got to do that. Andy, are you going through your camera mic? I shouldn't be. Let me check my settings. Who the hell knows? Oh my God. Thank you. You're right. For some reason, it's going through. What the hell? My Bluetooth. Hold on. Dennis, take over while I see what's going on with my microphone.
Oh, we have technical difficulties, and we're only 3 minutes and 31 seconds into this great episode. No, we
should be fixed.
Yeah, did you get it?
How's that?
That's definitely different.
All right. Something happened. I had to adjust it. Now we're there. Randy says, just noticed that was Stallone on that Samaritan poster, and it's on Amazon, so I can watch it. Yes, you can.
And it costs you $0.
Before we review it, I can tell you should watch it. So there you go.
Wow, early spoiler.
Yeah, no spoiler, but you should watch it. Oh, yeah, let me go and pin that to the top. That's a very good idea, AJ. AJ, I knew I kept you around for a reason. And now I know
you say that about everybody.
Oh, that's true. Let me see here.
So yeah, we just decided to do a quick stream today, because who do we got on tomorrow?
Got Michael Bancroft of The Lucent.
Yep, and he'll being in Australia. He's getting up bright and early just to be on the show. So that's a mighty nice thing for him to do for us.
That's right. All right, it's now pinned to the top. There you go. Much better. Thank you very much. AJ says he thought it was his dashing good looks. AJ, I've seen you. It's not.
Oh, snap. Here,
No,
I just know him from his thing. It looks like Hawkman.
I'm kidding. I'm just trying to find something there. All right, had to close the window down. So, Dennis, they say 1, 2, 3, third time's the charm. And I took that to a whole nother level with the core draft video. I think the video is final now. I did a new one that's up on YouTube. And when I say a new one, I just went back and edited it more. It's the 7th one. So there were 6 previous versions. This one, which I'm about to show you guys, I think is the one, because what was bothering me was the aspect ratio. It had the black bars at the top and bottom because it wasn't the proper aspect ratio in the program I was using. I'm still kind of learning it. And this go around, I was able to see how to change the aspect ratio, which I did. I added changed some of the fonts, played around. Enough of that. Let's watch the video. We'll be right back after this important message.
Certified Badass.
Hell yeah, it's Certified Badass. You damn right. So check this. Oh yeah, there's the Bud Root original art, part of the campaign. You could own this beautiful piece of artwork. It is oversized, bigger than a regular page. Most pages are 11 by 17. This is 14 by 17. Copic markers, black ink, just a gorgeous piece of art that could be yours. Need to get that. And if you're like, but wait, what does it look like colored? Well, I can show you. It looks like this. Oh, look at that. Then slide your head over and let's just turn in and both look at it. Oh, would you look at that? Right there. Yes, baby. Bud Root doing a cover for somebody else's book. Haven't seen that in a long, long time. So sign up now. Link in the description below. Link is also posted, pinned above. So go check it out. And let's move on. Wait, AJ says, did Bud use Copics for the gray tones? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Let's move on to the movie review. I guess we should do it in order. And what I mean by that is we should do The Informer first, because this movie, The Informer, I saw it on Netflix and I was like, oh, this is something new. But it's not. It came out in 2019. Randy wants to know, I know Bud's cover's up for sale, but I would love to see black and white virgin mini print or outright variant cover. So Randy, to address that, I don't mind that idea at all on both. I don't mind the idea of a variant cover, and I don't mind the idea of a mini print. But before I did any of that or do any of that, I just want the campaign to go with, because right now there's 4 covers. The regular cover, the wraparound cover I did with no logo or anything, and then the regular cover black and white with just the blood on the axe, and then Bud's. So I already got 4. So like to slow it down a tad, but I do like the idea. I like the idea of the mini print. I like the idea of a variant. And you know, it's not really black and white. It would be in color, because Bud used cool gray tones and warm gray tones, and you would want to, you would definitely want to see that. So, but I know what you're talking about. And as they say in the corporate world, we will take it under advisement. Isn't that right, Dennis?
Absolutely. And AJ wants to know what's going to be on the artist edition. Oh, we were just talking about that.
You mean what's going to be in the artist edition?
That's what he means, yes.
Yes, I know. The artist edition will, of course, be the whole story. It'll be the covers that I did, so the wraparound and the main cover, it'll be Bud's cover is going to be in the artist edition. I have the original character sketches I did, which will also be in the artist edition as well. And then, moving along, if there's any roughs and stuff, that as well.
Oh, no, he really wants to know what the cover is for it.
Oh, the cover for it. I guess I can show you. I mean, what I'm going to show first is we are going to be doing T-shirts for this campaign. I can show you that. Here's the T-shirt we're going to be doing. Kordrath, The Reckoning. Black, white, and red. Metal. Woo, baby. So this is the T-shirt that's going to be up on the campaign right there. Got the graphic on the left so you can really see the detail. And on the right, you can see what it looks like on the snazzy shirt. So there's that. The cover for the artist edition, I guess I can show that. Let's see. I got to find it real quick. Let's see. I'll just show this one. Give me a second here, and I will show it. Randy says, holy snap. So I assume you like the T-shirt. Nice. That's what I like.
Holy Cubert.
Holy. What?
Cubert.
All right, here's the cover for the artist edition right there. So that's it. Andy Smith's Kordrath, The Reckoning. Black, white, and raw. Nice little astonishing logo below it. I don't know if you know this, but IDW officially has the labeling of artist edition, so nobody else can use it. That's why other companies will say gallery edition and stuff like that. So little known factoid there. So that is the cover. There you go. AJ says that looks great. Must have. Well, thank you. Okay, let's move on.
We're going to have a lot of people buying the T-shirt, I think.
I hope so. I want to have a Kordrath T-shirt in the wild.
That's right.
Anyhow, moving on to The Informer, a 2019 movie starring Joel Kinnaman. I think I said that right. His last name.
Kinnaman.
He, of course, I'm trying to think most notably, he was in a TV show a few years back where I first saw him on TNT or USA, one of those networks, playing a detective. But I think one of his big things was RoboCop. When they redid RoboCop, he was RoboCop.
He was. No. It sucked, though. No,
I know.
I know. No, I think his most noticeable good role would be when he played Rick Flag in Suicide Squad.
Oh, yeah, Rick Flag. That's right. He was great in that, too.
Yes, he was.
He was, and AJ did call it Rick Flag guy. Yep, that's him. The Informer is basically a movie where he is he's a bad guy. It's about drug dealing and stuff, but he has become an informant for the FBI. And the movie starts off where he's wired. He's going to go in. There's going to be this deal because basically he's low rung on the totem pole. Well, he's not super low down. I take that back. If you've got the big boss, the big drug dealing boss, I'd say he's a couple rungs down because he actually deals with the big boss. And basically the whole gist is he's supposed to go in. There's going to be this deal. He's got some key words. When they hear the words, boom, FBI comes in. Bing, bang, boom. They arrest everybody, including him. That's that. Oh, but things go awry. And one of the things is they make a little pit stop before going to the big guy for the bust. And AJ says, I thought the FBI was the bad guys. Well, not in this movie.
No. They really are. They absolutely are. They wind up screwing him over big time, just like in real life. FBI, Gestapo, they're the same everywhere.
They actually do screw him over. So basically, he goes in, him and one of the other guys working for the big boss make a little pit stop to do another side hustle. And the guy that comes in as the buyer for the side hustle is you find out is an undercover cop after he gets shot down in front of Joel Kinnaman's character, which is not good. So, what's up, Zaid Comics? Phil's in the house. Hello. What else you got to say about the movie?
You know, the FBI is kind of run by Rosamund Pike. And, you know, she's the field agent that's in charge. She really wants to do the right thing, but she's overridden in it. We know Rosamund Pike. She's kind of cute. She plays the main girl, and I can't think of her name, from Wheel of Time, which was mediocre. But, you know, she's very noticeable in there. And she makes a deal, you know, to basically send him back into prison. And the bad guys, the real bad guys, also want him in prison to run things. The FBI wants to catch him, catch the big bad guys, so they put him into the prison. And so she makes the deal with the you know, here's what we'll do for your family. Here's what we're going to do for you. And all this will be wonderful when all is said and done and we capture him. Well, like Andy said, things go awry big time. And one of the guys that are in there, he picks up on the fact that he's an informant. He's an undercover cop that he's dealing with. He's like, oh my God, dude, stop, get out of here. Don't you know I'm wired? Things go to hell in a handbasket. The cop winds up getting killed, and he's a New York City cop. And then enter Common. He plays a New York City police officer. Gone Girl, yes.
Yep.
That's the same one. Joe's on. And Raid Comics.
Did you say Raid? Did you just say Raid?
Zaid Comics.
Okay, I thought that's what I heard.
Raid. Now I want to say Black Raid. And then, so things tend to go really bad. And he's got this wife. She's played by Ana de Armas. Her name's Sophia. She's absolutely adorable. I mean, she is the cutest thing on the screen that you've seen in a while. But man, she makes the worst decisions time and time again. He calls her up. Get her, get the kid, get out of the house. Don't even come back. Just get out. Go to your mom's house. Get out. Bad things are coming. So she drives around the neighborhood just waiting for him to come home. Bad things happen. Second time, FBI, get out of the house. Get out of the house. Oh, she decides to stay in the house. Third time, she does the same thing. By the end of the movie, I'm like, you know, you're really cute, but you're too stupid. So you deserve to die. Hopefully the kid goes, because at least I care about the kid.
Damn. I care about the wife because, you know, whenever
She's
a fine
cute.
piece like that, you don't ever want to see a fine piece like that go bye-bye.
Oh, wasn't that stupid? That was the most stupidly written character I've ever seen. You deserve to die over and over again. You literally do the exact opposite of what you're asked to do in life and death situations. I couldn't take it.
No, I know. I'm with you on that one. It's always somebody screwing things up.
I'm telling you, Vita Ayala from Marvel must be writing this because, my God, she's just stupid.
Oh. Well, besides that, I was a little shocked, and we're not going to give the ending away, but I got to say, it ended, and I was like, well, this is a joke, right? This can't be over. Right? I was like, this can't be over.
Right?
You know? But it was. The movie was over.
Yep.
And I was just like, wow, do you think that they wrote this with this ending thinking, oh, this is going to do so good, we'll definitely have a second one? Because that's what it felt like. And
Clive Owen's the head of the FBI. And at the very end, it was very predictable. You know, it was like, oh, you know, Rosamund Parks, she wants to do the right thing. And Clive Owen's the bad head of the FBI who basically orders her to do the bad thing because he doesn't want to take any of the heat. Pretty much like today's FBI. So, I mean, there were not a lot of great surprises in there. Most of it was straightforward. parts of it were really well written, and there's really good parts to it. Parts of it were like, wow, guys, literally, this is like 101, writing 101.
So what do you think? What do you give it?
I am giving this one a 6.0. It was solid. I'm glad I saw it. It is definitely more of a popcorn movie. It wasn't bad. I mean, it's not exactly a super high budget. I like the characters, except for the wife, but it's just too stupid. I can't get over her. The action was fine. It wasn't bad. I'm gonna say I would have been pissed if I paid $15 at the theater to see it, but for this, yeah, I'm content watching it for its runtime.
So I'm right there with you. I'd probably give it a 6.5, just a little nudge more. I would put this in the category of watch it when you're scrolling through stuff. You sit down and you're like, I want to watch something, and you look at your queue, and we've all done this. We all have stuff on our list, whether it's on Amazon Prime, whether it's on Netflix, whether it's on Hulu. We all have our watch list. So it's not that you never have something to watch, but if you're like me, sometimes you'll sit down and you'll start looking through your lists, and none of that stuff is even striking your fancy for some reason.
Nope.
So I would put this movie in that slot. I would say, you know what? I'll give that a watch. And I think you'll walk away entertained, because I think Joel Kinnaman is one of those actors that you just enjoy watching on screen.
He really was the best part of the movie. He really was. I enjoyed him on his screen time.
That's what I'm saying. So if you like him as an actor, I think you'll like this movie. So I would just, and it's not long. It's like an hour and a half. Hold on. Oh, I got to take this. I'm going to mute myself then.
Well, so yeah, with that being said, I did wind up, we were talking about all these things that we have to watch. I did watch the first two the House of Dragons, so the Game of Thrones stuff. So we got caught up. But honestly, last night we were sitting there looking through what are we going to watch, after we watch the latest episode. There was really nothing on Netflix, Amazon, Hulu. There's HBO, short of the Samaritan, which we'll talk about next. So we went and watched the old World War II movie. If you haven't seen it, The Great Escape, Steve McQueen, Garner. I mean, that was great. Yeah, the wife is calling. Yep. That, or it's the Grecian Formula guys, or the hair plug guys. We'll find out shortly. But so yeah, we wound up watching that instead of anything fresh and brand new. I've seen The Great Escape many a times. My wife loves World War II movies. House of Dragons weirdness and the Targaryens is so weird. It is. I didn't know, honestly, guys. I'm gonna say the ending of Game of Thrones, it was one of my favorite shows until season 7 and 8. So honestly, I backed away from this, going, I might watch it because I really hated the last season, really hated the last two. But with that being said, so far, and Andy doesn't watch it, but I'm presently surprised.
I wish I was ordering a pizza. No, I had to take my wife's desktop computer into a computer place to have it looked at and stuff. And that was the computer guy calling me saying he took care of stuff and I can pick it up whenever I'm ready. So big thumbs up.
We thought it was the hair plug guys.
Dude.
They're giving you a refund.
Come on. Yeah, I'm not a House of Dragons, Game of Thrones guy. I haven't watched it. Never watched Game of Thrones. I think I watched the one episode Red Wedding just because it was getting so much hype the next day. And that was it. Angry Gamer says, Biden telling me my student loans are forgiven. That'd be cool, even though I already paid them off years ago in the 90s. So Andy streaming while us regular Joes are working. This is work. I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait. Was it the guy with the sky? Okay, well, that's Bill Murray from Caddyshack, and yes,
That's right. So anyhow, let's move on to Samaritan then.
So the reason why, so we were talking about something else to fill the time. I mean, Sylvester Stallone, if he's got a new movie, he's gonna play a retired superhero. It's kind of a must watch no matter what. We're hoping it doesn't suck. That's always a thought when it's an Amazon Prime type of thing. But let's see. Let's get into it.
Well, so like Dennis said, Samaritan stars Sylvester Stallone. He is obviously has superpowers and stuff. There's not like a real big origin story about how he got them. He has a twin brother. They both have the powers, the superpowers. One is good, one is evil. They fight. This is like 20 years ago. They get into a fight. And ever since that night, and there was a big explosion and stuff. Ever since that night, neither one of them have been heard from again. And of course, it's a city where things are going downhill. I don't think they established what city it was, did they?
Nope, they did not. It's city.
Yeah, they didn't establish the city, but it's like a shitty Detroit or something like that.
Or Baltimore, or Washington D.C.,
or
Chicago,
city.
or L.A.
Oregon.
Any of those big cities that are completely run into the ground.
Yeah, by the blue, and I don't mean the police. So there's a little kid who's like 13 years old, and he's a big Samaritan fanboy, and he doesn't believe he's dead. And he just gets this feeling about his neighbor across the street in this apartment and stuff. Kind of spies on him. My daughter even said that's a little creepy how the kid spies on the guy with the binoculars and stuff. The one thing I will say is, while my daughter and I are watching the movie, she Googled Sylvester Stallone and she's like, wow, he's 75. And I said, that means he was either 73 or 74 when this movie was filmed. For that age, Stallone is in awesome shape. I mean, the dude, he's 75. He's almost 80. Good. The dude is in rocking shape. So hat off.
And he's still, they've got him shown where he's big and hulking. He has the big work boots. He's big and lumbersome, and he just feels that way. He's not that tall in real life, but they made him on the screen. His screen presence felt much bigger than he is in real life, but still he looks jacked for how old he is.
Right. And the one thing we're not going to give spoilers away in the movie because
this one we actually want you to watch.
Well, unlike The Informer, which is from 2019, a movie that literally just dropped on Amazon this past Friday, I don't want to spoil it. There are some twists in it and some turns in it. The special effects are cool, so I didn't get the feel of a low budget movie. I got the feel that this could have been on the big screen, but it just went to Amazon Prime first. It has a few writing issues. Sly always wears sleeves, Dennis. Well, that's because he's always in cold climate, unless it's the Expendables. Then he's not. Or Rambo. He didn't wear sleeves. I know. I've got it on the wall, and he's sleeveless and a bandana. Plus, I have the same hunting knife as him. Aha! Sleeveless Rambo, sleeveless Dennis. Just saying, a lot of similarities. The only difference, muscle. Well, and the fact that he uses his hunting knife to kill people, you use yours for culinary things in the kitchen. So, like the really hot, spicy gumbo. Yeah. That's right. So the kid is played by Javon Walton, and he's great. Actually, the kid is very charismatic. I actually enjoyed him as a character. I thought he was well written, well acted all the way around. Pilo Abisek he's the villain, and he's the wannabe villain. That's all I'm going to say. And he's kind of the weak link.
the villain really either makes or breaks a movie in a lot of cases. In this case, he needed to step up the game. He kind of has the Bane roar. See, look at that. Always pimping it out. Thanks, Val.
Oh, I agree. And he's right. If you haven't signed up for Cordrath yet, sign up now and back the campaign, and you will get this free limited edition Lilith trading card. So
but you have to sign up for that newsletter ahead of time.
That's right. And get yourself the nice variant Budroot cover and support your love of Cordrath with a sweet-ass Cordrath t-shirt once the campaign launches. And there you go. And we're looking at a launch of, drumroll, September 12th. So I have not announced that anywhere till now. September 12th is launch day. So anyhow, back to Samaritan. Go ahead, Dennis.
That's right. And then Dasha Polanco, that's his mother. She's adorable. I mean, I love her. I've only known her from a couple of things. She was in Orange is the New Black, Irishman. Yeah. And I mean, but she was fantastic. The one that really struck out is Moises Arias. And my wife and I were like, oh my God, he's that scrawny little kid from something. And I remember him being so annoying. And then it was Ender's Game. And I'm like, oh, Ender's Game.
Oh, is that the kid?
Yes.
That's the kid with the dreadlocks?
Yes. And then the tattoos all over his face. That little punk kid. I'm like, my God, my 12-year-old little tiny 80-pound nephew could beat the crap out of him.
Oh my God. I can't. Yeah, I don't. I got to be honest. I wasn't a big fan of that character, but it's good because he was supposed to play a despicable character. So that worked. September 12th, launching on the Kings. That is the plan as of now. So yes.
But stay tuned.
So, the Samaritan, I'm trying to say what else we can give away about it without getting too much into the weeds.
Oh, really?
He was in Hannah Montana?
That I did not know.
Oh, wait a second. Hold on. As soon as he was. Oh my God.
You watched it. That makes sense now.
No, Courtney used to watch. Seriously, Courtney used to watch Hannah Montana. Dump that comment. I'm going to find a picture of him, Dennis. I cannot believe it. You're right. That was him from Hannah Montana.
Will the black and white cover be available on launch date? Yes.
Yes, all the covers will be available on launch day.
Yep, all 4 of them.
Yep.
You're right about the antagonist has at least matched the protagonist, unlike Sly's movie Judge Dredd with him and Armada Sante. Yep.
Hold on now. Now I got to find a kid because, man, did you name what the kid? Oh, here he is. Reza.
Yeah, Moises Arias.
Yeah. No, I found him. And wow, that kid is 28. He does not look 28.
Well, he was in the middle too on a few episodes. He wasn't a main character.
I was going to say, 'cause I watched all those. Let's see.
Hannah Montana, 2006 to 2011. He played Rico. Nice catch.
Oh my God, he totally did. Holy crap. Look at this. This is what he looked like in Hannah Montana.
Wow.
I know. I remember that kid from the show. Holy crap, that's hilarious.
So
let's see. Did Stallone pull off any cool stunts or great? There were really nice special effects, I thought. There were a couple where I was like, "Oh, that's green screen."
And there's a couple things that don't make sense, and I don't want to say. You guys will see if you catch them.
Yeah, this might be something we talk about in like a couple weeks after. You give a new movie a couple weeks and then you talk about it with spoilers. I really don't want to go into spoilers because I want you guys to watch it. Because
by the way, Angry Gamer, he is 4'11". You're close.
Oh no, Sly's like 5'8".
No, we're talking you.
You shut your mouth. I'm taller than Sly.
No, Moises is 4'11".
Oh, that guy. Oh yeah. So, you know, I would watch it. It's PG-13. The reason I know that is because they dropped one F-bomb and because of the violence level. There is some good violence in it, in the fights and stuff, but there's barely any blood. And that's another sign of a PG-13 movie. I think it would have been better if it was rated R.
In this case, I agree. This would have been a better R movie. And I think they could have maybe righted a few of the small shortcomings of this and made it a little better. But
yeah,
but
well,
still.
and I think the shortcomings that we're talking about, this isn't really a spoiler. It kind of goes into Sylvester Stallone's character's powers, his superpowers. And I think if it was rated R, visually, you could have gotten more information and there wouldn't have been some of the questions that Dennis and I were talking about after we watched it. Dennis, what would you rate it? Oh, he's 5'10". I believe that.
Yeah, I thought I remembered him being 5'9", but whatever, 5'9", 5'10".
Yeah, he's somewhere around there.
Yeah.
So, well, I'll go first on this one. I'll actually give this one 7.5. I think a 7.5 is respectable.
Yeah.
It's definitely, if you're picking this over the Informer, which I gave a 6.5, obviously watch this. It's like Dennis said in the beginning, it's Sylvester Stallone. You can't really go wrong with the Sly Stallone movie.
I'm close. I'm a 7.0.
You're a 7.0?
Yep, I think it was solid. There were a few writing shortcomings that kind of pissed the hell out of me. And then there were a couple of special effects things that I'm like, okay, guys, just think this through logically and fix that, and I think it would be better. There were a few inconsistencies during the fights with what he can and can't do, damage that he can or can't take. I wish they would have addressed that, and all these little things kind of added up and detracted from the movie a little bit. But all in all, it was solid. I wouldn't have again paid $15 at the theater. This definitely, I would have paid $5 for matinee prices or something like that. This was definitely a better movie than Informer.
Well, before we jump on to the latest topic or the next topic, Thursday night in IMAX. Oh, that's right. Thursday night in IMAX. Dennis and I are going to go see, drumroll, Jaws. The original Jaws, 45th anniversary, seen it in IMAX Thursday night. Oh, yeah.
Yep. And Sunday, I am crossing my fingers it will work out. Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan in the theaters, director's cut.
That's right.
Yeah, and tickets went on sale, so they are now available.
So wait, have you bought them yet?
Nope, because we don't know if we can make it. So I'm hoping that Sunday works out and I can sneak in at one of the times.
Nice. Well, let's talk about this travesty from DC Comics. Right here. There you go. So here we go. I guess for Hispanic Heritage Month, DC Comics is doing special covers. That seems to be the in thing to do is every month, if there's something going on, let's just get out there and do a special cover for it. And first, I want to state right out of the gate, I like this cover as from an art standpoint. The artist is really good. I'm a fan of Jorge's work. That's Jorge Molina is the artist. I'm a fan of his work. When I first saw his work at Marvel, He's transitioned over to DC now. I do like his work. So any comments on this are not about the artistic integrity or whatever of the cover. I think the cover is fine, but this is just, what DC's art direction compared to what he originally did is just abysmal. I can't think of another word for it. It is abysmal. Just for a little backstory, this is what Jorge was originally doing. Now, this is not a final. As you can see, he doesn't have his Green Lantern symbol, and the Mexican flag is missing the symbol right here in the white portion.
It's a beautiful homage.
And as far as I know, he originally did this I don't think he originally did this to be a cover. I think it was something he wanted to do. And he even has written here in honor of Jorge Gonzalez, who originally did this piece right here. He's Jorge Gonzalez is a famous Mexican artist who is known for murals, I guess. I'm not really sure. Yes, they did. And as he brought up, the signature is gone because this is the original. And like I said, this is what Mr. Molina did. He signed it. You can see his signature down here. You can see in honor of here. I'm not quite sure why he never got around to finishing it, but it's nice. This would have made, for Hispanic Heritage Month, this would have made a great cover. But DC decided, well, come on now. Our fans aren't that smart. They're not going to know what flag that is and all that other stuff he's carrying. Come on now.
I didn't know the American flag was that color.
Yeah, our fans are stupid is what DC's saying. Let's really make it obvious. So now they just put this generic energy flag back there with Viva Mexico. And of course, he's carrying a bag of tamales.
Well, that's just it. They're obviously illegally coming over the border and working at our grocery stores. And they do tamale carry out at the local restaurant.
Yes.
I'm telling you, it's just the most, it's just ridiculous.
Here's an article about it on Screen Rant. This even made, I told Dennis this before the show, I was shocked. This even made NPR news, which is just like, wow, really? NPR? So DC called out for controversial changes to Hispanic Heritage cover art. A recent Green Lantern cover from DC Comics celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month has come under fire for changes that drastically altered the image. Fans on social media have called out DC Comics for changes made to the recent cover art for Hispanic Heritage Month, starring Kyle Rayner, who, I got to be honest, I didn't know Kyle Rayner was Hispanic. I remember when he was created back in the 90s, I don't think he was. And then if I remember reading somewhere, I think it was Judd Winnick, when he was writing the book, decided to, make his heritage Hispanic.
They retconned him. Because he wasn't, when he was first created, they actually didn't delve into his background, but they basically retconned him later. Because I actually enjoyed Kyle. I'm still a Hal Jordan fan out of the Green Lantern stuff. But I did enjoy the Kyle run when he came out. I thought it was well done. And like everything else, they have to go retcon him.
And this is funny. That was my question too, AJ. I was like, I didn't realize that was if you're going to retcon somebody, at least have them with their original last name. And Randy says he was originally Irish. So, I mean, I don't know why DC let Judd Winnick do that in the first place. I would have been like, no, the dude's been around. I think when they retconned him that way, he was already around for 5 or 6 years. It's like, no, you're not. No, go create some new character.
Yep. He's
so anyhow, in
established.
June, let me see. I'm going to open this in a new tab because I'm curious to see if they show them. In June, DC revealed a handful of new variant covers that would appear on issues throughout September. The artwork featured some of DC's Hispanic heroes and villains, from Renee Montoya's The Question, Jessica Cruz's Green Lantern, and the villain Bane. Each cover featured the character enjoying eating food connected to their heritage. Let's click on over to that link I just opened and see if we can see some of these. Let's see.
Well, at least if they draw me, they better have bratwurst.
Okay, so this, I'm assuming this didn't click over on the right thing. Or,
Yeah, I'm not seeing any food.
well, this looks like they're solicit. Yeah. Let me see. This literally clicked to the 9 best Harlequin, so not good.
The Flash doing ultra fast taco deliveries. Well,
So
apparently he's
basically,
Mexican too.
It says, however, after artist Jorge Molina submitted his Green Lantern piece homaging Mexican muralist Jorge Gonzalez Camarena, DC Comics decided to change the image, finding themselves in controversy, with many calling out the publisher for both the notable alterations and the uninspired stereotypical replacement. And that's what it is. It's uninspired, it's stereotypical, and it is just ridiculous that they would take that original cover that Jorge did and just demolish it.
Yep.
The way they did. Because I mean, that's all they did. They just demolished it. If I was of Hispanic heritage and I saw this, I would be pissed off. I would be embarrassed. It is just garbage. And once again, I just want to reiterate, not talking about the artist's work, because Jorge is a fantastic artist. Just talking about with DC's dumb decision making and what they did.
Yep. And if Marvel does it, they're going to take somebody like the Mandarin and he's going to have chopsticks.
I'm going to see if I can find some more of these covers. Let's see.
Inspired by the KKK. If they drew me out and put Spam and chopsticks in my hand, they'd still get it wrong, right?
All right, I think I found some more.
Yep, there you go. DC editor will receive severance in tamales. Yep.
That's right.
Or tacos. They are known for their tacos as well.
So, I mean, I guess this is another one of them. Yeah, I mean, because I'll be honest, I first looked at this and I'm like, oh, Jessica Cruz kicked the shit out of some bad guys. Okay, Hispanic heritage. And then I see her eating a burrito. And I'm just like, are you effing kidding me? That's what... we're doing a Hispanic Heritage Month, guys. Chuck a burrito in her hand. And once again, Dan Mora, the guy that drew this, is one of my favorite artists. I love Dan Mora's work. I discovered him years ago in a book called Klaus at Boom Studios that he did with Grant Morrison, retelling like the origin of Santa Claus. And I love Dan Mora's work. He's another guy whose work I buy just because he drew it. But, oh my God. So
DC's editorial board, they're getting their cues from Dr. Jill Biden, I think, because it's all about tacos, burritos, and tamales.
Oh, look at this one. So we have a Hispanic character in the Blue Beetle. That's fine. What's he holding?
Because he was originally.
Or something. I mean, what's wrong with the Hispanic Heritage Month just doing a cover with the Hispanic characters and not adding anything to it? It's just like, good Lord.
Yeah.
Maybe you should add a bag of dead puppies to Bud Root's Little Enough cover. Hey, come on now.
She does not eat dead puppies.
No.
But she will suck your soul.
Now, he did say soul. And this one's the worst. Check this out. Hawk Girl.
Oh, my God.
Hawk Girl is a freaking waitress. She's not even the one picking the food up. She has an apron on. So at least lose the apron like she ordered the food and is picking it up. But no, she has an apron on, so she's the one delivering the food.
So she works in a Mexican restaurant and is delivering it to you, to your table. Wow, boy, is that great.
How? I mean, you just want to sit there, and I'll be honest, I don't know who drew this cover. I don't see his signature on it. I don't recognize it, so I'm not sure who did it. But you would just think, right? Randy says, Hawk Girl's Hispanic now?
Right?
Be honest, is she? I just another one where
and remember, the Washington Redskins couldn't allowed to exist anymore because of racial stereotypes. Just putting that out there. But yet, Hot Girl is going to deliver your tamales, tacos, and plantations.
Read that comment.
I think David Duke drew it.
Of course, Kendra Saunders sounds Hispanic. Obviously, just like Kyle Rayner does. I mean, oh my God, what is DC doing? It's just, I would be so embarrassed. So embarrassed. And the thing is, I would think that this decision wasn't, and Dennis, tell me your opinion on this. I'm almost willing to bet that this was a one-man decision up at DC, and it wasn't like a bunch of people going, yeah, this is the direction we should go. I wouldn't be surprised if it was some SJW twit up at DC that was like, this is what we're doing for Hispanic Heritage Month. Make it so. And people below them were like, that's a joke, right? Is it April Fool's Day? Wait a second. Is it April Fool's Day? What do you think? You think it was a committee thing, or do you think it was just some twit?
I do think it was. I think there's a reason why those editors are supposed to be there to help out with continuity, and that DC hasn't been doing that for a while. They're saying, Jim Lee, he's like, yeah, it's cool, whatever, go with it. I mean, why worry about your history? Now, Kendra Saunders was a young Hispanic woman who took her own life. When Kendra's soul left her body, that out of her grandfather's first cousin, Shara Hall, the Golden Age Hot Girl, entered it, making Kendra a walk-in. Her grandfather, former OSS agent and globe-trotting adventurer Speed Saunders, recognized this in part due to a change in eye color and encouraged his granddaughter to embrace her destiny as the new Hot Girl.
Oh.
There you go.
Nice. All right. Well, then,
so
there you go.
They found a way to make that happen.
They did. They shoehorned that one in just in time.
Oh, I can't do the hatchet. Never mind.
That's right.
The tomahawk.
Right, and here's another one. Did you show this? And the Cleveland Indians
That's literally what I was just doing.
Yep.
That's
crazy.
Braves.
All right, guys. Well, we just want to pop on, talk about a few things with you guys, the movies and stuff. Tomorrow night, as I said before, Michael Bancroft from Down Under in Australia, crikey, is joining the show to talk about The Lucent, Volume 2. He's got a sign-up page up. We'll be talking about that, talking about his career. And, oh, look at this. Jorge announced the original cover without the tamales will be the official cover. Yes. I have not seen that.
Good. I haven't either.
I really, really hope that's true. Give me a second here. I want to do a quick little look here on Twitter. Good news, everyone. Here it is. I still got the screen up, so I'll share it. Good news, everyone. I'm excited to share the official DC Hispanic Heritage Month cover for the Titans United Blood Pact 1. The Homage de la Patria is what's going out on the comic. Beautiful. So glad to hear it. This has got to be the only cover then. And this is the final cover. Green Lantern logo. The logo on the flag. This is a beautiful cover.
Yep.
it puts all those other, hopefully they can go in and get those other covers redone without the food aspect, because I really think the food aspect is just a stereotype stupidness. This is a beautiful cover that I can honestly say I might just buy because it is so nicely done.
Thank you for that pickup, Andino. We did not know that, so that's breaking news.
Yeah, breaking news. Wait, Dennis, you don't have a director's cut of Wrath of Khan?
Of course I do. I have 4K and I also have the director's cut. But how often can you get to go see it on the big screen? Seriously, it's worth it.
Chris says maybe they'll pretend the other one never happened. Just another conspiracy theory. Could be. Could be. Chris, if I remember correctly, this is just for you. I think you live in the state of North Carolina. I don't want to dox you. If you do, there's a con in Rock Hill, South Carolina this weekend. It's a one-day show on September 3rd, Saturday. It's a very fun show. You can find it on Facebook. Search Rock Hill Comic Con. And I'll be heading over there with Dennis to do a little shopping.
It is a full-blown shopping day of comic books. I already had one of my buddies, a shout-out to Joe. He said, dude, I got a bunch of independent stuff. And he goes, I know you love new independent stuff. And so I may be picking up some good comics.
He says the other cover was just an alt-right conspiracy. Oh, Joe Bernardo wants to know, where is He-Man and Battle Cat? He-Man and Battle Cat, Joe, are on my shelf back there, resting comfortably. He is on Battle Cat. And I'm going to be getting to your headshot this week. I have not forgotten. It'll be done this week. So, guys, thank you for joining us. As always, tomorrow night, 5 p.m. with Michael Bancroft. You know what we're going to leave you with. We're going to leave you with a video of Core Draft. Go sign up now. Link in the description below. Link pinned to the top of the chat. By signing up and backing the campaign, you will get this limited edition Lilith trading card, only available to those that sign up and back the campaign.
So you got 2 weeks to sign up, basically, just over. And if you don't, you'll lose it forever. There will be no second chances on it.
So until tomorrow night at 5, we'll leave you with Core Draft.
Randy's asking how many signups we have.
We are creeping up onto 1,000. So let's keep that number going. We're getting to 1,000.
That's what guys, I know I'm getting, you guys know I don't do Twitter a lot, but you know, I've been tagged in some, I've got some direct messages, I've got some on Facebook. People have been hitting me up, asking questions, and they saw some of this stuff. Everybody's excited. So yep, I'm excited to say, man, if we break 1,000, yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to say. 1,000, baby. That's what we want. You know, Andy, when we hit 1,000, we'll do an impromptu 1,000 stream.
There you go. I like that idea. I like it a lot. So until then, everybody sign up, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow at 5 p.m. with Michael Bancroft.
Certified Badass.